After staying with Vikram for about a month, I think I've determined that this really is the world I grew up in. A lot has changed. They call something the Aether. It's what made the animals change. And it looks like they can perform small magics with it. They call that harmonics. Today, I want to ask Vikram if he can teach me any of those. But he's expanding into another room for more guests. And he's gonna have me go out to Cedar Point to get some tables and chairs ordered. He told me that there's a man named Cedric Blight who specializes in wood carving and is his go-to man for it. I thought that because of the white grass and red leaves of the forest I woke up in, it might have been some strange season or foreign land. But it's just summer. It's cold, but this is when summer would be. While I'm loading up my back sack, I don't have too many things to carry, but Betty warned me that it's about 2 days on foot, so I'm bringing food and water. I head into the backyard and let Julia know that I'm leaving. She's just playing with the chickens like always. Even if there's some magic in the world now, I don't get why chickens wanted to turn blue. But Vikram assures me that it was their choice, somehow. I see Vikram now, and I'm asking, "Hey Vikram, is there anything else you need from me before I head out to Cedar?" He tells me he's alright as long as I think I have everything that I need. I say, "Not unless you can teach me the harmonics before I go. I'm sure it would make things easier." Actually, since you mentioned it, you should go ask Cedric Blight about that. He used to be one of the soldiers up at Marina Bay. I hear he was pretty good with harmonics. I never really asked him too much about it myself, but maybe you should. It excites me when I hear that. I give Betty a hug goodbye, and then I'm on the road. I give the Maple Shade Inn a look back, knowing that I might not see it for another week. I guess that's not so long. There are dirt paths and signs that lead me in the direction I need to go. All I have to do is follow the ones that say Cedar Point. Vikram said I wouldn't even need a map. So I'm going along the trail. And I have a coat on for warmth, which just makes me giggle again that if summer is this cold, I guess I won't be sweating much in the afterlife. I spend my time walking, thinking about how I arrived here. How just a month ago, I was a dead body. And now today, I'm running errands for the people that took me in. It's a strange sensation, and I can't help but notice that where these dirt paths lie feels like they used to be roads one day. It's almost like I do know my way around here, just not in the same way. That suspicion is almost confirmed when, in the distance, I see a highway lifting up from the ground. With the underpass beneath it. I guess the world really did just grow over top of the city I knew. Well, if things stayed in mostly the same places, maybe I'll be able to find some of the places I used to know. Shit, maybe Aether Labs is what caused all of it. I mean, it would make sense. The Aether Labs, they're literally named the same. But it's been 300 years, so I have no idea what I missed. I think about the school that I worked at. I wonder if any of those kids survived and lived normal lives. Vikram's been teaching me some of the history that he knows. But there wasn't great record keeping after the calamity. He told me that nearly 95% of humanity died off around the entire globe. The 5% who did survive fought against each other and had disputes about land and possessions and food. He says he bets that the global population dropped to 2% after that, but it's on its way back up now. I wonder what it's like in other countries, if they've rebuilt full infrastructure or reinstated some sort of government. Here in Midland, it just seems like everyone is out for themselves. The Maple Shade Inn gets a lot of visitors that I like to talk to. I get pieces of a story from them, but it never feels cohesive. Like every person I meet is living in their own story. And there's not so much that I can get from that. I want something that just puts it all together. But the things I've learned are so scattered that I don't know how to make it cohesive. One day, there's an adventurer in the inn telling me about aether beasts that he's been hunting. Creatures affected by the aether that became so powerful and strong that they're hazards to the environment around them. Another day, someone comes in, and they're just talking about normal, everyday work. They make clothing, and they sell it for little iron ingots. I think they called it ducats. I haven't been paying too much attention to the money. So far, I've been living for free. Maybe I should feel bad for not pulling my weight more. But I'm just not sure how I would. And it doesn't seem to bother the family much. The sun is setting and it's getting dark. So I set up camp near a tree. And I get ready to end my first night on my way to Cedar Point. I hope I get more answers when I find Cedric Blight. I'm sure there's a lot that he could tell me. Vikram talked about him very highly. A soldier in a bigger city who knows magic. And it won't be like at the front desk when I'm just talking to someone for a few minutes. I'm really optimistic that I can learn something in there.